What if I told you that some of the most impactful things you can do for your knees require nothing more than sitting down? Forget the common notion that strong knees are built solely through intense squats, challenging lunges, or spending hours on your feet. The real secret, especially for those of us gracefully navigating life after 60, is that true strength is less about forceful motion and more about rekindling connection. It's about gently guiding your body to rediscover its innate trust in itself. And this journey can begin right now, comfortably seated in a sturdy chair. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to 5 seated exercises that transcend the typical leg movements you might expect. These are carefully crafted movements designed to awaken and reignite the vital communication pathways between your brain, your muscles, and your joints. Imagine walking with unwavering confidence, standing with effortless ease, and experiencing a gradual reduction in persistent pain. Even if you've encountered chair exercises before, I can confidently promise that this will be a different experience. You'll discover how to work harmoniously with your body, rather than battling against it. You might be pleasantly surprised by the profound power that resides within seemingly simple movements. So, find a firm and supportive chair, carve out a quiet moment for yourself, and let's embark on this journey together. Before we dive in, take a moment to share your name and where you're tuning in from in the comments section below. We're genuinely eager to connect with you. Exercise 1. Seated leg kicks, rebuilding brain-to-knee trust. Let's start with an exercise that appears deceptively simple on the surface, but holds a profound purpose beneath. Sit tall, positioning yourself near the edge of a stable chair. Ensure your feet are planted flat on the floor, with your knees bent at a comfortable 90-degree angle. Gently roll your shoulders back and down, allowing yourself to find your center of balance. Now, slowly and deliberately extend your right leg forward, straightening your knee as far as feels comfortably possible. Hold this position for a count of 3, then gently lower your leg back to the starting point. Repeat this movement on the other side. Aim for 10 to 20 repetitions on each leg, completing 2 to 3 sets. If fully straightening your leg proves challenging, try sliding your heel forward along the floor instead. This modification will still effectively activate your thigh muscles. To increase the intensity, consider adding a light ankle weight or extending the hold time to 5 seconds. Here's why this exercise is so important, and it's not just about strengthening your quadriceps. When you straighten your leg in this controlled, mindful way, you're engaging in more than just a muscle exercise. You're actively retraining your brain to transmit clear, confident signals directly to your knee joint. Over time, the intricate connection between your mind and your body's movements can weaken, particularly in the presence of arthritis, inactivity, or past injuries. This seemingly small leg kick serves as a powerful message. I still have control here. Remember, your quadriceps muscle does far more than just extend your knee. It also plays a crucial role in protecting it. Stronger quads translate to less pressure within the joint with each step you take. Even more importantly, it effectively reduces the brain's often exaggerated fear response. That hesitation you feel when standing, or that moment of apprehension when facing stairs, that's not solely due to physical weakness. It's often your nervous system acting as an overprotective guard. This exercise initiates the process of breaking that fear cycle. Each controlled lift represents a quiet reclaiming of control, gentle, yet incredibly effective. Allow your body to rediscover its capabilities, one leg at a time. Exercise 2. Isometric press down, waking up the hidden support system. Scoot towards the edge of your sturdy chair, ensuring both feet are flat on the floor and your knees are bent at approximately 90 degrees. Maintain a tall, upright posture with relaxed shoulders. Gently but firmly press your heels down into the ground, as if you were attempting to push the floor away. Hold that pressure for a slow count of 3, then release. Repeat this sequence 10 to 12 times, completing 2 to 3 sets. To modify for ease, press only lightly, just enough to feel your muscles gently awaken. To increase the challenge, intensify the force of the press until your hips almost lift from the chair. This subtle adjustment transforms the exercise into a potent, full leg activation. Many people mistakenly believe that declining knee strength stems solely from issues within the knees themselves. In reality, it's the entire support system, the thighs, hamstrings, calves, and glutes, that gradually weakens over time, often unnoticed. This exercise taps into that forgotten network. By pressing your heels down without any visible movement, you're engaging deep stabilizing muscles that you don't normally feel. You're not just building strength, you're cultivating coordination. Your nervous system learns to fire multiple muscle groups simultaneously, precisely what you need to confidently rise from a chair or take a steady step on a curb. This invisible contraction also promotes blood flow and delivers essential nutrients to your lower body muscles, all without placing undue stress on the joint surfaces. For older adults, particularly those with arthritis, this benefit is invaluable. You gain the advantages of weight-bearing exercise without the grinding pain often associated with weight-bearing movements. Furthermore, this press develops a reflexive sense of stability. When you step off a bus, climb a stair, or instinctively catch yourself from a potential stumble, it's this hidden support system that comes to your rescue. The stronger it is, the more confident and agile you'll feel in your daily life. Each press is like activating a forgotten safety net, and you'll feel it working from your heels all the way up to your hips. Exercise 3. Seated side step. Building balance while staying grounded. Begin by sitting tall near the edge of your chair, with your feet flat on the floor and your knees bent at 90 degrees. From this position, slowly step your right foot out to the side. Here's the crucial point. Move your knee and ankle together as a unit, as if your entire lower leg is gliding outward. Then, return to the center. Now, alternate with your left leg. Repeat this sequence 10 to 20 times in total, completing 2 to 3 sets. To make the exercise easier, reduce the distance you step. To increase the challenge, loop a resistance band around your knees to feel an added layer of intensity. Remember to maintain good posture, a tall spine, steady breathing, and avoid leaning. So, why is this seemingly simple sideways step so significant? Because it targets one of the most frequently overlooked muscles in terms of both knee and overall body health, the gluteus medius, your side hip stabilizer. This muscle does more than just help you walk. It keeps you upright and centered. When it's weak, as often happens with age or inactivity, your knees bear a disproportionate amount of strain. Your steps become unsteady, and your risk of falling increases. This exercise teaches your body lateral control, the ability to shift weight, adjust mid-stride, and maintain your balance with your feet firmly beneath you. It mimics real-life movements such as stepping into a car, turning while carrying groceries, or adjusting your stance on uneven ground. These side-to-side moments are often where older adults struggle the most and where injuries tend to occur. What's particularly powerful here is that you're training stability without even standing up. You're providing your hips and nervous system with a blueprint. Here's how we stay centered. Here's how we keep you safe. Over time, this simple step can dramatically improve your confidence, balance, and coordination, all from the comfort of a seated position. Exercise 4. Inner thigh squeeze, restoring the forgotten core of your legs. Sit tall near the front edge of your chair. Place a firm pillow, yoga block, or rolled-up towel between your knees. Your feet should be flat on the ground, with your knees bent at 90 degrees and positioned approximately hip-width apart. Now, gently squeeze the pillow using your knees, applying just enough pressure to feel your inner thigh muscles activate. Hold the squeeze for a slow count of 3, then relax. Repeat this sequence 8 to 12 times, completing 2 to 3 sets. To make the exercise easier, squeeze lightly. To increase the challenge, hold the squeeze for 5 to 10 seconds, or use a firmer object between your knees. Breathe steadily and avoid hunching your shoulders as you squeeze. This movement may appear basic, but it reawakens one of the most undertrained and undervalued muscle groups in the body, your adductors, the inner thigh muscles. Why are they so important? Because they play a critical role in controlling how your knees move inward and outward. When these muscles are weak, your knees often collapse inward during walking or standing, a major source of joint stress and instability. That slight wobble in your stride often originates here. But there's more to it. The inner thigh is directly connected to your pelvic floor and lower core. When activated properly, it helps stabilize your entire lower body, including your hips, back, and spine. That translates to better posture, stronger steps, and a safer transition when standing or walking. For older adults, particularly those with arthritis or limited mobility, regaining this kind of control often leads to fewer stumbles, more confident movement, and even improved bladder control. Yes, really. It's all interconnected. This tiny squeeze is like flipping the on switch for your body's hidden stabilizers. It doesn't just support your knees, it supports you from the inside out. Exercise 5. Heel and toe lifts, strengthening your step, one lift at a time. Sit comfortably at the edge of your chair, with both feet flat on the floor and your knees bent at 90 degrees. Sit tall, lifting your chest slightly. Begin by lifting your heels off the ground while keeping your toes firmly planted. Feel your calf muscles engage. Lower your heels slowly. Now lift your toes off the ground, keeping your heels planted. Feel the front of your lower legs, your shin muscles, working. Alternate between heel lifts and toe lifts, performing 10 to 20 repetitions in total, completing 2 to 3 sets. To make the exercise easier, lift only slightly. To increase the challenge, add a light weight, such as a small dumbbell or water bottle, on top of your knees during the movement. You can also hold each lift for a count of 3 to enhance control and endurance. This exercise may seem small, but it trains some of the most important muscles for safe, steady walking, your calves and shin muscles. Your calves in the back help propel you forward and stabilize your ankles. Your shin muscles in the front help you lift your feet with each step. Weakness in these areas is a hidden cause of shuffling, tripping over your own feet, and struggling on stairs. But here's the deeper benefit. These muscles act like a second heart for your lower body. Every time they contract, they help pump blood back up toward your heart, improving circulation, reducing swelling, and decreasing fatigue in your legs. For older adults, especially those who spend extended periods sitting, this movement keeps blood flowing and muscles alert, preventing that dead leg feeling. Heel and toe lifts aren't just about walking. They're about waking up your legs, reactivating circulation, and supporting your independence with every step you take. Real-world advice from a specialist. As a physical therapist who has worked with thousands of adults over 60, I can tell you this. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to do all 5 exercises every day or perform perfect repetitions. What matters most is that you keep showing up, even in small ways. I recommend starting with just 2 or 3 of these exercises, 2 to 3 times a week. Focus more on how your body feels than on counting repetitions. If something feels easy, add a small challenge, a longer hold, a slight weight, or more mindful control. If something feels off, scale back and give yourself grace. And don't underestimate the power of intention. When you sit down to do these movements, remind yourself, this isn't just exercise. This is maintenance for the life I want to live. Whether that's gardening, traveling, dancing, or simply standing up with confidence, these small moments are your foundation. Let your body relearn safety. Let your mind trust movement again. You're not just strengthening muscles. You're strengthening self-belief. And that makes all the difference. This is more than just exercise. This is you taking back control. If you've made it this far, pause and take a breath, because you've just done something powerful. You didn't just move your legs. You invested in your independence. You told your body, I'm still here. I'm still in charge. That matters more than any rep count or perfect form. These seated movements may look simple, but they're rewiring your nervous system, rebuilding your confidence, and reigniting muscles that protect your knees and your life. They're the quiet strength builders, the kind that help you get up from the couch, climb the stairs without fear, and say yes to the things that make life rich. Aging doesn't mean shrinking your world. It means adapting wisely and continuing to expand in new ways. With exercises like these, you're not working against age. You're working with it, smarter, gentler, but just as powerful. I want you to keep this momentum going. Revisit this video a few times a week. Choose one movement when you're watching TV. Share it with a friend who could use a boost. And most of all, keep showing up for yourself. because the most important thing about movement is that it keeps you moving forward. And I'm proud to be walking that journey with you.